As the fastest way to travel across the globe, the Hyperloop represents the greatest leap in transportation infrastructure for generations. The pods transport passengers through pressurized tubes at airline speed using electric propulsion and magnetic levitation, as well as electric propulsion. The Hyperloop concept promises to slash journey times between major cities from several hours to a matter of minutes. Despite sounding like science fiction, it is now on its way to becoming a reality. This is the story behind the concept. It is about to revolutionize the way we live. You're watching YouTube channel Tech Adventure World. In today's video we are going to talk about the Hyperloop that will change the world. Before moving forward to discuss the Hyperloop, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla and SpaceX, first conceptualized the concept of Hyperloop in 2012 and released a white paper a year later outlining his vision for a futuristic super high-speed transportation system in which passenger pods would move through a partial vacuum inside steel tubes in a Hyperloop. By exploring a potential route between Los Angeles and San Francisco, Musk believed that his concept could slash the 8-hour bus ride, the 4-hour train journey, and the convoluted 3-hour journey between Los Angeles and San Francisco. Musk's first Hyperloop proposal would reduce the travel time between Los Angeles and San Francisco to just 30 minutes. It was suggested that compression vans would move air around the passenger pods, reducing drag and creating air bearings beneath them, which would lift them off the tube's surface. Musk's first Hyperloop concept is not too far apart from Brunel's atmospheric railway that ran between Exeter and Plymouth from 1847 to 1848. A pressurized air system moved the carriages. Air was extracted from a pipe between the rails by pumping stations spaced roughly every 3 miles along the route, creating a vacuum that pulled the train forward. Despite its initial success, the leather flaps that made the vacuum pipes airtight soon began to fail, causing air to leak from the system, causing Brunel's railway to be abandoned at a cost of almost $6 billion. Musk's first Hyperloop concept never materialized, but the innovative concept and the potential to connect cities in such a direct way sparked intense interest from the start. As Musk had always stated, the Hyperloop concept would be open source, and he actively encouraged others to work together and develop the necessary technology without his involvement. Several startups and student teams were formed to develop various aspects of Hyperloop technology, with varying degrees of success. There are now several fully fledged companies bringing Hyperloop systems to reality. There has been an aggressive advancement in Hyperloop technology, Hyperloop Transportation, or HTTP, with a full-scale test track recently built in France. Currently, Virgin Hyperloop One is on track to achieve its bold goal of bringing a Hyperloop system into operation by 2021, which was launched in 2014 as Hyperloop One. Following an investment from Sir Richard Branson in 2017, the company was renamed Virgin Hyperloop One, a deviation from Musk's original plan in that it uses two basic principles in its technology. The first is magnetic levitation or maglev, a technology already used in monorails to lift the passenger pods and move them along their rails. The floating train is moved along the track at considerable speed with reduced friction with magnetic levitation because it uses two sets of magnets, one to repel the train from the track and lift it up, the other to move it along at considerable speed. Secondly, the pods travel in a low-pressure vacuum-sealed environment by removing most of the air from the tubes and making sure that they are not in contact with the ground. The pods face little to no resistance as they move. Air pressures inside the tube are equivalent to flying 200,000 feet above sea level. Since the pods are enclosed in a tube, they can reach speeds of over 760 miles per hour, utilizing very little energy. They are also protected from the weather, allowing them to operate in virtually any climate. Hyperloop One's system uses advanced software that allows acceleration and deceleration to take place gradually without noticeable acceleration or deceleration by passengers aboard as it travels along a 500-meter track in the Nevada desert. Virgin Hyperloop One has carried out several tests focusing on individual aspects of the system, and complete full-scale systems test in May 2017. The propulsion, braking, levitation, and vacuum systems are all performing well, and the team has achieved a top speed of over 240 miles per hour to inform their plans for developing a fully operational network that is affordable for all. To find the route most suitable for Hyperloop technology, Virgin Hyperloop One launched a global challenge. With over 2,600 entries, the fields were reduced to 35 potential locations, and 10 winners were selected from 5 countries. Virgin Hyperloop, with strong support from governments and urban planners. To best deliver the Hyperloop technologies in live networks, one is now working in partnership with each of the locations. In February 2018, the firm unveiled its first prototype passenger pods for the Dubai to Abu Dhabi route, a network that would drastically reduce the car travel time between the two cities from 2 hours to just 12 minutes. It has a number of advantages. Hyperloop stations and called portals will all be located within inner-city areas where existing transportation infrastructure is readily accessible. The Hyperloop system offers a distinct advantage over air travel because airports tend to be located far outside of cities, with fewer accessibility options. Moreover, the system is being designed to function on a turn-up-and-go principle without a lengthy check-in process, and with advanced security checks that are accelerated. Its speed is another clear benefit. It is possible to live in a completely different city, or part of the country, from where you work, with a commute that is no dissimilar from what you take today, if the Hyperloop can significantly reduce the travel time between cities. Since people no longer have to live near where they work, this creates a wide range of housing and employment opportunities. Moreover, it could relieve pressure on our cities that are still catching up with development, and where house prices have become unaffordable for many. With speeds comparable to those of planes, the Hyperloop could revolutionize the way we live, work, and travel. Being domestic, the Hyperloop could revolutionize the way we live, work, and travel. Due to the vacuum environment, Hyperloop systems require very little energy to propel pods through their tubes. The system could therefore be powered by renewable technologies like solar and wind, resulting in a significantly cleaner alternative to air travel. There are a number of questions that instinctively jump to mind when you consider the prospect of people being propelled through tubes at near supersonic speeds across the Earth's surface. Possibly the first threat is a possible rupture or breaches in one of the tubes as a result of an earthquake or external impact on Virgin Hyperloop. In order to address this issue, one explained that they constructed thick steel tubes that are extremely hard to puncture or break. Additionally, the tubes are designed to withstand changes in pressure and air leaks while maintaining their structural integrity. The sudden influx of air into one of the tubes would slow the pods down due to the increased air resistance. The pods could then be directed to the next portal by adding an auxiliary power boost. Additionally, there is the potential to section off parts of the route and repressurize sections where significant emergencies occur, and emergency exits are expected to be included in all pods. Externally, Hyperloop systems will mainly travel on elevated seismically designed pylons that can move and flex independently of one another, minimizing damage in the event of a major ground shift. In order to address the safety concerns raised by Virgin Hyperloop, sensors along the route would alert the system's control center immediately of any issues. One also points out that millions of people already travel at high speeds in metal tubes every time they take a flight, and those numerous concerns surrounded the use of jet aircraft when that mode of transportation first came to prevalence. While the idea of Hyperloop may seem far-fetched when you consider the industrial progress made in the past 200 years, the rate at which technology is being adopted in our societies, combined with the significant advances being made by Hyperloop companies around the world, suggests this incredible new transportation concept will become a reality within our lifetimes. That's all for today's video, guys. Tell us your views in the comment section, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. See you in the next video. Until then, best wishes.